Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to my first impressions video on Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, I have recorded my full playthrough of the prologue. It took me an hour because I was reading all the conversations and so on. And then I realized that I set the recording settings wrong and it only recorded the sound. Well, that was not my lucky day. Anyway, I decided, because I can't replicate the first impressions anymore, I have decided to just talk about what I think about the game so far and then show you a little bit of combat. So, Divinity Original Sin 2, obviously continuation of 1, but at least at first glance better. I didn't really like Divinity Original Sin 1, and that might be an unpopular opinion because this game is universally liked. Still, it wasn't for me. I bought it, I played it for an hour, and then I refunded it. Just because I didn't feel it was for me. I felt like it was too heavily focused on combat and mechanics and not enough on the story. At least that is the impression I got after the first hour of play of Divinity Original Sin 1. It's possible that I didn't like it that much because it was geared towards 2 players, playing it cooperatively, and I was doing it in single player. Not sure. Anyway, Divinity Original Sin 2 made a much better impression on me, at least with the first hour and a bit of play. And yeah, it is much more heavily story-driven, and the neat idea they had is that you can choose a pre-made character, or you can create your own character. But if you choose a pre-made one, all of these characters are the pre-made characters, and you just assume the role of one of them, and if not, they will be NPCs, and all of them have their own unique quests and backgrounds and so on. For example, I have chosen to play as the Red Prince, an heir to an empire who was exiled for doing stuff with demons. And for example, this guy, Fane, is, to his knowledge, the last of his kind, the Eternals. I think that's what they're called. Basically the skeletons from Divinity, Dragon Commander. You know, the ones that had that skeleton lady you could marry. And this guy's called the Beast. He's, I think he's a captain. And here we have Sibyl, an elf, rogue, who eats people and can see their memories, because elves apparently can eat corpses and extract memories from them in this game. As for combat mechanics, they are, well, they're not, maybe not super simple, but we'll have a closer look at them in a moment. As for the story, it is well fleshed out and rich and deep, and really gives a nice feel, has a nice feel to it. I'm not going to spoil the prologue since you can't see me play through it, but even if you have your doubts about the game, you can always buy it, play the prologue, see if you like it, and then if you don't, refund it, because Steam allows that. So yeah, I for one know that I will be playing it further, because I've enjoyed what I've played so far. Now let's have a quick look at the combat system, because I noticed there is there's something in front of us that is probably going to initiate combat, since we can see its sight range and it's red. Actually, if I press C here, we'll turn into a shrub and start sneaking. We could do that. So you can even sneak up on him from behind. I should probably do that with her. No, what? Okay, right, you have to unchain the portraits or something. So they all act separately. Now with her, she is a rogue, so she can probably backstab the bastard. She now turned into a rock. Neat little animation. She sneaks up on him, she'll get some stabby stab, right? Maybe we can talk to the guy. Can we talk to the guy? Is there talking involved? There is talking involved, so maybe I should not be backstabbing him. Let's try talking to the guy instead, and he'll probably attack me if I do. Maybe he won't.
Heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
So you're sorry, but you can't help him.
Maybe I unscrew your lid and poke about inside and set your memory straight. Would that please you? Can you not remember now?
Offer to help him if he can first calm himself.
Where does the yarrow grow? Where?
And there's combat. Used contamination, poison damage. Well, I kinda wish I backstabbed him now. Okay, we have been poisoned. We can burn away the poison with fire. Basically, you have action points, and you can use your skills, attacks, and movement, and you expand the action points. Your turn ends. And this is the turn, you know, how the turn goes. Let's stand next to him. Maybe burn him a bit, shall we? Burning blocked by magic armor. We still have 2 action points left, so I could use a skill like Battle Stomp, or I could use a bouncy shield or something. Let's do Battle Stomp on him. It also clears the fire. Now our other guys are far away, which is probably a bad thing. Can you hit him from here? Do you have any long distance stuff? Oh right, rush forward towards him and hit him. Did you hit him? I'm not sure. Combat examine. Highlight an enemy by pressing right mouse button, and the higher your lore master ability, the more you can learn about the target. Oh right. Let's see. Target is too far. Let's move closer. Combat oh, actually rushed through the fire and it... Examine. Poisoned, flanked and weakened. Level 4, physical armor, tons, magic armor, not so much. He's pretty tough actually, I might lose this. Huh. Okay, I have 1 action point left. I could use ignition. Play dead. Or save some action points. I'm actually going to save some action points. This guy is quite tough indeed. I might even die. Anyway, now it is Fane's turn. Are you in range? Searing daggers. Okay. We've thrown searing daggers at him. Now I can, let's for example use this. Fossil strike. Must be careful not to hit my own guys. Well, I'm not sure if friendly fire is on. It might depend on the difficulty level. I have selected the default, because I do like to play these games at the default experience first time around. Okay, we're poisoned. Can I clear the poison in some way? Oil flask. Explode radius. I could regain my armor if I had some. Or I can just attack the guy. Or I could heal myself. I'm not sure if I still have... Oh yeah, I do have a potion. And we still have quite a lot of... we still have quite a lot of health left. Fire some grenade, no. Actually, you know what? I'll throw an oil flask at him. Because I'm not sure if he... Will he get extra damage from poison if I do this? It seems like I can't do that properly without hitting either myself or my elf ally? What does it cause exactly? Small old puddle. Okay, let's ignore that then. I could use Haste Scroll. Haste increases movement speed and gives additional action point per turn. Clears slowed and crippled. As my dwarf friend here is crippled, we're going to use it on him. And we still have 3 action points left. I could fortify. Yeah, let's fortify. This will remove poison from us. And now, can I attack and keep it? Oh no, I can't. Okay, I'm going to end my turn now. We're going to keep the action points and they will move over to the next turn. Okay. My friend Beast here. Oh, that provokes an opportunity attack. Unfortunately, we are burning. I could try to move over somewhere here so that I'm no longer in the fire. No, I am no longer in the fire, I'm just on fire. And let's try Petrifying Touch on this guy. Turn him to stone. No, it didn't work. Let's try Shocking Touch on him. He got shocked. And now we have our poisoned elf. Combat Backstab. Move into the cone behind an enemy and attack while wielding a dagger. Cone behind an enemy. I cannot see a cone behind the enemy. All I can see is fire, and I don't think I want to get in there. Let's maybe use... Maybe we should use a throwing knife. Ah, crap, attack of opportunity. I didn't see the thing. Whoops. I thought it wouldn't go through the fire. Anyway, it seems like I need to drink the potion. Okay. I suppose I'll use a throwing dagger at him. He has a lot of physical armor, so that was partially ineffective. Flesh Sacrifice. Gain 1 action point, immediately add 10 damage boost for 2 turns at the cost of -1 constitution. I'm not sure how the mechanics on that work, so I'm not going to risk that at the moment. I could use Adrenaline. Backlash. Jump over the enemy, landing behind their back and backstabbing them. Can I do that from here? Yes, I can. Perfect. And I'm also burning. Yeah, the fire is a bit problematic. Also, my guys have suffered some serious damage. I should probably try to fix them. Anyway, what can we do? I could do Ignition, but Ignition is not necessary right now. With all the fire, I can't really see the guy well. Where are you? Here. Migo. How do I clear burning? I'm just using my basic wand attack on him. Oh, he's an undead, apparently. Poison heals undead, which means we have just made him stronger. Problematic. Alright, what do we do now? I suppose I should try to deal as much damage as possible. Just like that. So let's use Bouncy Shield on him. And then a regular attack, maybe. Or I could do shields up to restore my armor. Let's do shields up to restore my armor. And attack him normally. Yeah, you do. Let's drink a potion. Blinding Radiance. Enemies around you receive damage and get blinded. Let's do that. Maybe that will be helpful. And let's just use a basic attack. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I have anything that can heal you. But you can use some attacks. Creates a small ooze surface. No. Resurrection score. I think I'll need to use that on you. Let's do adrenaline. Yeah, on yourself. Adrenaline should... I'm burning for 2 more... I'm burning for 2 more rounds. Maybe she... Oh, if I ran into the water, I'd be fine. I suppose I should have figured it out earlier. And I can get more action points if I want to. But for now, let's focus on hitting the guy, shall we? Right. And actually, what if I run into the water? Would I get an opportunity attack if I do that? I'm not certain, but let's try it. Okay, we are no longer on fire. Now I can use the throwing knife on the guy. And backstab him. Whose turn is it now? Oh, his. Damn it. Used contamination and killed my elf friend. Fortunately, we do have resurrection scrolls. So that is not going to be that big a problem. Now I can't really damage him with our wizard, since our wizard deals poison damage. So I could try and use a different weapon. He does have an axe, which is not perfect, but is better than nothing. So let us use an axe. Probably should have prepared myself for such an occurrence. I'm afraid I have to run into the fire. Sucker Punch. What else do we have? Play Dead, Ignition, and some scrolls. Oh, I suppose I could use the Resurrection Scroll. Let's get her back into the combat, shall we? Now, our prince. Our prince could do some more fire damage. I'm going to use the oil flask and see if that helps. Wait a minute. Oh, I see the problem here. I didn't see the outline of my character because I had him activated already. Is that why I got damaged by the flask as well? He's really burning up, but we're in a bit of a pickle in terms of our health. So let's get another potion in. Burning and poisoned. Now, Beast. Beast is in a bit of a pickle because he is poisoned and burning, so he'll die now. But what he can do is still deal some damage. And then we can resurrect him after all of this. Unfortunately, I can't attack again. Now, my friend Sibyl, she probably should not go into the fire. Let's start with the throwing knife. She doesn't have a lot of action points. Backstab was critical. Actually, we might be able to end combat if we run in now, but she will be on fire if we do. That's probably not the best choice. Who's next? Our guy is next. How much health do you have? You know what? Let's do it. Quickly go into the water. All of you go into the water, please. Yeah, that was too slow. Yeah, we do have resurrection scrolls, so that is not that big of a deal. The takeaway here is that you should probably be careful with fire. Anyway, that is what combat is like. Probably should have avoided all the fire, it would have been more clear. So, in terms of combat, I mean, it's fine, it's interesting, and quite dynamic, although not revolutionary in any way. But overall, I think it is quite good, and so is the storytelling, which for me is the much more important part of a game like this. So, the conclusion is, even though I didn't really like Divinity Original Sin 1 because of, you know, the style of storytelling, which is why I didn't play it after the first hour of trying it, With Divinity Original Sin 2, I am going to play it more because I'm interested and might even try it as a different character. Okay, that is about it. Those were my first impressions of Divinity Original Sin 2. And yeah, remember that Steam has the refund policy. So if you want to try it for yourself, you can just buy it and try it, and then if you don't like it, then unbuy it. Just remember that you have to be playing it in under 2 hours if you want to use the refund. Still, I don't think you will want to use the refund because the game is quite fun. Okay, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.